Don't start a business until you know these 5 lessons from Rockefeller. People often say, wealth rarely lasts more than 3 generations. Yet one family has preserved both its fortune and its influence for 7 generations. That tells us they passed down much more than money. They passed down a way of thinking, a philosophy of business, and a system for raising the next generation. That family is the Rockefeller family, founded by John D. Rockefeller, one of the wealthiest and most influential businessmen in history. Beyond building an extraordinary fortune, Rockefeller left behind something equally valuable, his letters to his son. In those letters, he shared timeless lessons about life, business, leadership, relationships, and success, all drawn from the experiences of a man who rose from humble beginnings. Today, I'll summarize 5 of the most valuable lessons from his famous letters. Ideas that could change the way you approach your own career and future. 1. Your starting point doesn't determine your finish line. Where you're born may influence where you begin. But it doesn't determine where you'll end up. What matters far more is independence, determination, and the willingness to keep improving yourself. People who rely on their own abilities and refuse to give up despite setbacks have a much greater chance of finding both success and fulfillment. On the other hand, those who depend entirely on family wealth or favorable circumstances often lose their drive and fail to develop their true potential. Your future is built by your decisions, not your background. 2. Luck favors those who prepare. Luck rarely appears out of nowhere. More often, it's created through preparation and decisive action. Successful people know exactly what they're working toward. They understand their strengths. They recognize opportunities when they appear. And they're ready to act. Careful planning, courage, and persistence often create what other people simply call good luck. If you spend your life waiting for fortune to find you, you'll probably keep waiting. The people who seem lucky are usually the ones who prepared for the opportunity long before it arrived. 3. Respect your competitors, and compete with courage. Competition is an unavoidable part of both business and life. Instead of fearing it, learn from it. Strong competitors force you to become stronger yourself. Respecting your competitors doesn't mean backing down. It means recognizing their strengths, learning from them, and constantly improving your own. But remember, true victory never comes from deception or unethical shortcuts. Lasting success is built on ability, strategy, integrity, and fair competition. Win because you're better, not because you played dirty. 4. Put your team first. A great leader does much more than manage tasks. Great leaders care about people. Employees don't work only for a paycheck. They also want to feel respected, trusted, and appreciated. When people know they're valued and given opportunities to grow, they naturally perform at their best. That's why great leaders listen carefully. Support their teams. Encourage development. And create an environment where people genuinely want to contribute. Because the success of any organization ultimately depends on the people behind it. 5. Never lose heart. Failure is unavoidable on the road to success. What matters isn't whether you fail. It's whether you stand back up. Successful people aren't those who've never experienced failure. They're the ones who treat every setback as a lesson instead of a defeat. If you allow fear or disappointment to stop you, you'll miss opportunities long before success has a chance to find you. Stay optimistic. Stay persistent. Face failure with courage. Every obstacle can become another step forward, if you choose to learn from it. Rockefeller's letters are far more than a father's advice to his son. They're timeless lessons about business, leadership, resilience, and personal growth. Although they were written more than a century ago, their wisdom remains just as relevant today. If you're serious about building your career, or even starting your own business someday, this is a book that's absolutely worth reading at least once. Some books teach you information. Others change the way you think. This is one of them. I'm Emotional Stopover, and I'm here to help you become a better version of yourself, one day at a time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our future content on psychology, communication, self-improvement, and personal growth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.